All right, my dear. We're back with another episode of Secret Bubble. He goes, yep.
Yep. I'm here. I got ready this morning.
We got dressed and we showed up.
And then I got undressed. I was wearing jeans and I was like, no.
Got you.
Not
And I
today.
came in like full glam today.
Yeah.
I even put a belt on.
Yeah, you did. Your belt
Who
that you
is this
love, that you've been
girl?
wanting and waiting for.
Yeah, I legit
love it.
manifested that belt. I just kept thinking about it and I was like, this is the belt that I really want. And I kept thinking about the place that it would be at, and it ended up being exactly where it's at, which is a thrift store. So all
That's
types of
manifesting.
things
That's
there.
what happens to me.
Yeah, has not happened to me commonly in the past, but
I know.
we're graduating.
It's fun.
Yeah, let's just manifest a house for me.
Yeah, we'll get there. A belt to a house, no biggie. Not that much different.
Light
Not
work.
much different.
Belt,
That's
house.
all. The belt just pulls it all together.
All right, Suze. How are you doing?
Are you reading your coffee?
I'm looking at all the chocolate chips because I was
I
drinking
didn't
the
stir
coffee.
it.
I
Yeah.
was drinking the coffee and I was like, there's no chocolate in here, but I was like, maybe she forgot the chocolate chips. It's fine. But I just
Yeah.
realized they're not melted, so it's just
I
it's
forgot
just
to
a whole
stir
chocolate.
it, but I thought you would I should have told you to like swish it around. My bad.
No, you're good. It's all right. I have this like chocolate shot now.
Yeah. Well, it'll be a better experience next time. Or a different one. The one I meant for you to have.
Yeah.
That pistachio creamer is so good though.
Isn't it? It's the best one.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Yeah.
It's because it's not too sweet.
Yeah. That's what I like most about it.
Yeah, the brown sugar one was similar to that, but it didn't give as much. It wasn't giving.
No, I did not. I was like, ugh. I was like, this is
Yeah.
not it.
Not
For me.
it.
That was too sweet for me, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there's actual brown sugar in it, and I was like,
Oh, brown sugar is amazing. I love it.
not my fave.
All the other flavors were too sweet for me, even though like I would still use them because it was like the one that agreed with me most. But yeah, it's just goes to my head too quickly.
Yeah, same. That was me
Yeah,
yesterday with all the ice cream.
Ice cream. Oh yeah,
So much
you had
ice
so
cream.
much ice cream yesterday.
So much ice cream. I was like, well, nobody else is gonna have this ice cream.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Like, I will.
We love to indulge,
I'll sacrifice
man.
myself
Sacrifice.
for the good of my taste buds.
If I was feeling 100% that whole Dubai chocolate cake, I would have ate most of that. That was so fucking good.
I honestly am thinking about getting it before, like, when I leave today.
Really?
And, like, having Alex taste it, yeah.
I'd be like, I'd be down for another one.
I mean,
but if you're just gonna bring it home. But actually, no, we have
don't
to go
tempt me with a good
shopping.
time.
Maybe. We have to go shopping. We'll see.
Yeah, no pressure. But I was like, that shit is
I have
really
plans.
good. I would definitely eat that.
I know, now I can get that one. Now that could be a fun thing to do if we just want dessert ever.
Yeah.
While they have it on the
live
menu.
so close to Sahara.
Yeah, I like that I live close to a place where I know someone who works at a good place. There's like all those different things kind of make it nice, you know?
True.
There's so much things to be grateful in that with that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
That definitely
Because I probably wouldn't have become friends with any of those people or go there as much, probably.
But yesterday I was just like, we were all getting up and I was so confused because I'm like, are we not paying for this?
Like, oh, yeah. No, like midway through dinner, James took care of the bill. I saw him.
So nice.
Yeah, I just pretend I don't notice. And then I say thank you
I
after.
actually just don't notice shit.
Because I know. I'm glad. He's so smooth. It's so good. Like, nobody...
It's like a drug
Yeah.
deal. I did not know this
Well, they're
shit.
good at it. Former lives, baby.
I do want to tip Jack though. But I was like, I felt weird because I like the moment that I remember, I was like, oh, like I still want to send like my own tip. And it was like 11 o'clock. And I was like, that'd be weird. Like, I don't want to send.
He wouldn't have noticed at all. Jack
I'm
just
sure because it
doesn't.
probably doesn't ping on his phone or anything. But
Well, I don't know. It depends, but I don't know, because he also has an, like, his side gig, if you know what I mean. So
uh,
he's just used,
facts.
yeah, science facts. He's used to it.
That's true.
He's used to it. So
What
yeah,
about
whatever. But
you
like, whatever.
guys
Like,
like?
you could do whatever you want, obviously.
Yeah. No, I know I don't have to, but I'm just like, I don't know. I just anytime I'm out, even if I don't pay for the food or anything, I'm like, at least I could tip.
Yes.
Because I expect to pay. So I was like, the fact that I
Same.
didn't, I'm like, oh, then I can at least tip, you know?
I don't ever think of that. I almost canceled because of that. But James is always like, I knew what he's going to say, but I still can't help myself from saying it because I'm not trying to. I knew like that Devin and him or I knew it wasn't going to be us paying for it, but it's just kind that like he just does that.
No, it's so nice because I
And
expected
Jack
to
gave us
fully
a
pay.
lot for free. Huh?
I expected to pay. Like, I had no expectation.
I already had a conversation with him, so
Uh,
but that's just honestly like it's hard to get used to. That's just how he is.
it's so nice.
Oh yeah.
I like to be like that. I like to be
I
the
know you
one
do,
that pays for
girl.
everybody.
Yeah, girl. I used to do that more. But I know you do, but like with him, it just, yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, so just so generous.
Yeah.
Everybody's just like, yeah, we're just leaving. I'm like, okay. Like, not in on the joke at all. Like, I
Becca's
actually don't.
clueless, like legit doesn't know what's going on yet.
I'm legit. I'm just like, wait, did we just not pay? Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't understand what's happening, but I'm not gonna stir up stuff. So I'm like,
We can get away with it. No, I'm kidding. Brendan made a joke.
yeah,
Yeah, we're just running. But no, yeah. So it was my birthday for context. It was my birthday and it was Rebecca and the boys. All my
back.
boys. Rebecca and the boys. Kept it cute, kept it intimate this year.
Yeah, low key chill.
Your girl's going through it, so I don't want to be around a bunch of people.
Speak on
And
it.
also yeah. I just wanted to be around, you know.
Good vibes.
Yeah. Good vibes, chill vibes.
Yeah.
That's all. No to-dos this year. Um,
Do
but
you
it was
want to
great.
talk
Those
about what you're?
potatoes got me. I was like,
Those potatoes were delicious.
yeah, I know.
Those potatoes
That's
were
what I
good.
would go back for.
See,
Just
I'm a
want
big like I love
a lot of
potatoes
fucking
in all
potatoes.
forms.
Same. Except
Baked.
for scalloped. Ugh, I hate those.
You can you can do a scallop if you do it right. You have to there is a way to do it. Cuz I was like
It's
that.
the texture for me.
Oh, is it
You
just like
can't
this
change the
glossy,
texture. Yeah,
slimy?
I don't like slimy.
Yeah,
I
I know
don't
I
know.
get
There's
that.
just something about, yeah, it just doesn't. I mean, I would, if it smelled good and I saw it again and it looked appetizing, I'd try it. I'm not like opposed, but
You
in
can
my,
do them a little drier though. And
okay.
I like if you do them a little drier, they are a little
Well,
better.
if we're ever in the time or
I'm
place,
like
who
really
knows?
trying to
Scallop
convince you. I'm
fucking
like, you
potato.
need
And
to
she's
eat a
like, I'm like,
scallop
when do we
potato.
ever eat these?
Never, never fucking, never
Never.
even make them. Like,
But I had French fries this weekend. They were okay. They could have been a little softer. And I'm usually not that picky, but I guess it's because my throat's still kind of dry.
mm, yeah,
But yeah, so
makes it different.
it was a
Because you were
good
sick.
weekend. It's a good birthday. I feel like celebrating's not over with, but it was a good start for sure.
Do you have plans on celebrating? Like,
Oh, I
what are your
can't hear
plans
you.
for celebrating more? Can you not hear
Well,
me?
well, I was telling everybody about the speakeasy, and I was figuring one night we could all hang.
Yeah,
That would be fun.
I would love to. I've been wanting
Just like
to like.
celebrating life.
Go.
Like, doesn't even have to be for my birthday. I don't mean it
Yeah,
like that. Just like, woohoo! Before it
yeah,
gets too cold, let's hang. Yeah. Or even
yes.
whatever.
No, for real.
Yeah. And I know they
I'm
would all
totally,
like it, so it'd be fun.
I'm totally down for that. I'd probably like get a service and then let me get a
She's like,
massage and then
I'm
I'll
gonna
meet
do
you
it
there.
right, baby. I'm gonna do it right. Like,
Full facial massage. My body's fully scrubbed and
you're
then
gonna be
I'll
like
get to you guys.
floating. Like, what's it? Rekka's float? Like, what is she? Is she even walking?
Oh
I
my God.
ascended here. Yeah, girl. Do it up.
Yeah, I hope Devin does see me for a massage because I'm like already thinking I'm like, all right, we're gonna be attacking here. I'm like
Thank you
already
so much
anticipating.
for talking to him, because, yeah.
Yeah.
He
Just
usually
like
doesn't. I'm just proud of him. He's finally there. I'm just proud.
amazing.
Because at first he was like, I would never get massaged by her. I was like, why? He's like,
Yeah.
it's weird. I'm like, why?
I know.
But like,
I
I
understand what
totally get it. But
happening.
like, when, like, you're a professional, it's not weird. He can
Yeah.
understand that. And I think, yeah, he'll be fine. And I just love it. I'm so happy. I'm so, so happy.
Yeah, because I honestly think of like when I'm in, especially when I'm in work mode. I mean, probably like all the time, not even when I'm in work mode. It's like I see bodies as just like, I'm like, you're just a flesh vessel and then there's a soul in it. Like, I don't think
Yeah.
any, like anything else. I'm just like, I think, okay, lumbar. Like, I think, like, how is this connected to this? Like, I think of it all in these like pieces that I can put together.
Yeah, and he's not like, he's a man and he's being respectful as a man, I think,
Totally.
and you know that. And
Mm,
I know the way you're thinking, because I'm like, I get it, but
mm,
and I just love it. I just like that I didn't have to, like, it wasn't me who was like, I just
yeah,
am like,
natural.
you need someone who wants to help you and is good at what they do. I'm I know a guy, like, like, but it's a girl,
I
a
know a guy,
woman.
but she's a girl.
But no, he's so sweet. Like, because we're so comfortable with each other, and Devin's the best. It's because I have only pretty friends, and he also is aware of that, and not that he would ever be weird ever, because he only loves me. But he was really honest with me before, and he was like, "You have pretty like, like, they're not ugly people, pretty much."
Mm.
And not in a weird way, because he's not weird. And I was like,
No,
and I
I
didn't
didn't take
ask
that.
because I know that it's everybody. And I was like, yeah, that's how I roll, baby. Like, that's it.
Well, like I
And
even told you, I'm like, your brother, like when I saw Jack, I'm like, oh my God, this is like the prettiest man I've seen. And I saw James and I was like, oh my God, you're so pretty too.
I tell people my brothers are prettier than me. I'm like,
I'm
if you even think I'm pretty at all, like, they're prettier than me. So be careful. Like,
I'm like, oh my God, like, and I was just like sitting there at the table. I'm like, oh my God, you guys are just so pretty. I'm like, you like I'm like, wow, what a pretty family.
that's
And
what
then
we're
your cousin
going
has these like
for. We're
beautiful
not
blue
smart. We're just
eyes.
just kidding.
No,
Sorry.
and smart. That's what's like even better about it.
Excuse me. I just think it's weird. I think it's funny that's fun. I just think it's funny because it's not.
So like I
It's
understand
a
like
common thing. It's just weird. I don't
yeah.
know. It's weird to be. I don't know. Just weird.
Well, it's
It's funny. It's just funny, I guess.
like
I
I
don't know.
respect that. I think the best thing about being honest with people is like, yeah, we don't have to lie and be like, we're not, because I'm like, I'm not attracted to you. I just know that you're appealing to the eye, you know? Like there's
You're aesthetically
nothing
pleasing
going
to the
on.
corners and the direction
But
which
I'm like,
your
oh
body
my God,
structure. Yeah. Yeah.
gorge,
Yeah.
slay.
Yeah. I was like, what do you think this is? Like, uh-uh.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those girls who's like, am I eating me? I'm like, yeah, of course. Like,
Yeah, we're
self-control.
gorgeous.
You don't think you need self-control around me now? You need self-control double time, ho. Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you handle this amount of femininity? I need to know. It's not getting turned down. It's only getting turned up. We're just getting started. Okay? I'm about to grow wings. Like, you're about to see this whole shit. If you let me go, I'll keep going. I'll stop
I'm
now.
about to grow wings. Oh my gosh.
Listen. You're in the
Yeah.
presence of angelic goddesses, and you must feel
Yeah.
that through your entire body and learn how to control yourself.
Facts. Big science facts right
That's
there.
where we are.
Yes. Yes.
It's not like obviously it's not on purpose. I'm not like I only hang out with pretty people. That's not
Well,
it.
well,
It's
to
like
be
it's an
fair,
inside thing. It's like you're beautiful on the
yes.
inside,
Yes.
and it just comes out of you. And I'm not scared. Like I want to be around you. I don't want to be scared of that. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, that brightness and
Obviously,
that
you know what I
light.
mean.
Yeah. No, I totally get it.
Yeah, beauty is healing, baby.
It really is. And it honestly just makes me feel prettier. Like, I know that some people
Ah,
can be intimidated by, I'm like, oh my
yeah.
God, I'm at the pretty table. I must be pretty.
Like
I
I
must
don't
be
even
pretty.
think about it until I think about it because I'm like, duh.
It's
Like
always an afterthought,
we're
you
like
know?
Libra. I'm just like, it's a Libra. I'm a Libra. Libra season. Like, hello. Um, well, we were talking about, well, I was like just relating it to Libra season of like the aesthetics and like
Mm,
how it's so healing and why people love like the change of season and like that beautiful time and of year, even though like and I feel like as a Libra, someone who's like contemplated this, a part of it feels like that's why the beauty is so important because it is the transition to like the death and the dying. And there's just something about where, I don't know, when you learn, like, as I go through this phase of like this ultimate rebirth, I've been through so many, but like this like really huge one, as you know, and like we've been talking about pre pod, pre everything, is that there is something beautiful that if I take time enough to notice my people in my life, right? Like to listen, like how you just, like when we were literally pre-potting, when we were catching up
mm,
today, and just like witnessing the beauty of the other person in your life who is showing you, it doesn't have to be, but it is a reflection of like the beauty I'm going through. And if I witness this person, there's something healing about it because I'm in a similar place in my life and there's just something really nice about not feeling like how we were talking about being alone, not feeling alone and that being more comfortable and not having to like go to the, I don't know, to always get to that place, like to learn what it's like to connect, because Libra is the connector, like what it's like to connect to all the parts of ourselves. And I've had a lot of feelings, negative feelings, like we were talking about, like lots of judgment, lots of negative feelings, lots of which are all just like different programmings and controls go off. But the one thing I think I can come back to about being present is like this is such a huge time of change, and where I'm creating from now stems from, we talk about this like every time, but our relationship and how I've built a life, like my life that's been built from when we started to become friends until now, and how influential it's been, and how important like whatever's happening now and whatever I'm letting go of now is really important to what the beauty that's coming forward that I can't really see. I'm going to reflect on probably, and I can see it to an extent, but I can see it deeply through you. Like I can see it through you and what you're going through. I can't always see it within myself. Like, you know how you don't like, there will be a moment where I'm like, oh, I feel beautiful. I feel powerful within myself. I feel like myself. And then there'll be moments where like, I don't fucking know where I am right now. I got ready today and that's like what I can do. But through you and your expression, I can see the beauty that and feel connected to it in a way that I know is what's happening, you know? And it's so cool because if people, I don't know if you get anything from this season, that's more of what I hope is real, is like the power of connection and beautiful connection and feeling okay, like feeling or just being able to reach out or being able to have these conversations and it not be hard. I don't know. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, I think why it works so well is because I think there is this like baseline of understanding, and I think in general, and I think it's just blossomed over time because we're so, I think, of accepting of each other's circumstances, no matter kind of like what they are. And yeah, it's an evolution of a friendship that like I didn't realize I always wanted, because there was a point in my life where I was really scared of intimacy.
Oh, yeah.
So, like being intimate with somebody else felt like I was losing something or like a weakness. And
Oh, weakness. Yeah.
so, like, you being able to say that, like, you can gain something just from like me being me and my vulnerability feels really nice, because it doesn't feel like a weakness anymore. It feels like I'm contributing to a greater good, you know? Because I feel the same with you. Like, we kind of ping pong off each other often. Even if we're not in the same sphere, it's kind of almost like we balance where the other one isn't. We can kind of like flow shortly, like in and out of that with each other. So, yeah, it's just good to notice your friends, the people around you, and
Mhm.
I don't know, I guess that's like what like real depth of friendship is just observing almost the other person and just like taking in their information. Um, and like walking with that as a part of like my everyday life, because it feels so good now to, when I do have like spiraling moments or something, I can I can hear good voices as well as like my negative voices, so I can hear advice you've given me, or affirmations Alex, my boyfriend, has given me, or any of my other friends, like, or like look back at good moments in time with my friends, and like that be something where I'm like, oh, this is like the reality of my world based on like the friendship, like the really good solid friendships that I have. I'm like, it's such a great reflection. I'm like, I'm not in this dark place when I have all these beautiful people around me.
And if you are, like, I feel like, I don't know, I guess it's like the definition of support, like real
Yeah.
support and community. I think, and that's what I've been trying to manifest. And I guess that this is what I have to go through, right? I mean, Pisces is in my house of community, so I guess. Um, but yeah, to feel like loved no matter what I feel like is, I
Mm,
think, the heart, I think that's like the biggest
it's the core.
like healing for me, that like all these people are doing well and I don't have to like carry that. I don't have
Yeah.
to do well to make this feel good for people. And not that it's my job, but it's like that thought process and that kind of that's been deconstructed in so many areas. I think that one has been a very sneaky, harsh, really and like very telling on what kind of relationships I've had.
Yeah.
And I just think that it's so nice to like see all of these things come up and be like, I don't have to, this isn't real anymore. Like, this isn't real and it's coming up because you're actually loved and you don't have to deal with this anymore, but you have to actually decide not to deal with it either. Like, you can't, it's like it's an active decision not to like feed into that just because things are fine or just because things are like good, even better than fine. Like, things are going well, you know? Like there's no reason to make it's interesting that that's when the harsh stuff comes up. It's like, oh, it's a good time to deal with this bullshit because everything else is fine-ish. So deal with this. It's not bullshit, but you know what I mean? It's like annoyances. It's like why can't you just let me be fine? Well, you have to like and I what I've been learning is like it's just like it's like a detox. Like it is that
Mm.
boundary. It's like something I was thinking about lately and what we've been talking about, but the way I would word it, and I actually did memes. I'll have to post them on TikTok so you can see. It's like real love, real boundaries are real love, and having boundaries with like my brain and like that's important.
Like, what's a current boundary that you have with your brain?
Well, like we were just talking, like the negative voices, I think that I have to like give myself love, like actively
Mm.
say, like, you're perfect where you are. This is where you need to be, regulate. You're just seeing what you can be in the future. Like any person that's actively showing you like triggering you, a response from you, whether it be positive or negative, it'll turn it if I look at it as and say like, "Oh, this is just what this could be like." And my system, my body is aware of that. And
Mm.
being more aware of like I'm not bad, it's not my fault, it's not this, it's not that, it's not anything other than the process that I'm going through in order to heal, in order to feel better, be able to move forward differently, like, create the new story pretty much, like create a different story. Like it's not I don't have to repeat that.
Yeah, it's like an actual perspective shift.
Yeah. Yeah. And that takes active participation.
Yeah, an active awareness,
Yeah.
which I'm realizing there's there's a lot of my, not even just like my quote unquote old life when I was like younger, just like even in my current life, like how much of it I have not been aware for, even though I'm, practicing the self-regulation and I'm practicing the your cat is licking the butter. Should I get her?
No, I'll just throw it out. It happens sometimes. She's just nuts sometimes. Like I can't.
Yeah,
I'm not
she's
gonna eat
warm
it,
looking it.
but
Yeah.
it's almost gone. Honestly, I've had to throw away a whole stick. So at this point, as long as it's not the whole stick, I'm happy. And she
Fair
doesn't
enough.
do it
Yeah,
all the time, so
she
it's
just
hard to
licked it and then
gauge.
like
I know, and runs away. I
she was like,
know.
that was good.
Yep. That's my cats. Yep, that's her.
Sorry, that was like an interrupt. I was like, wait, should I do something?
Thank you for asking. It's fine.
Um, but yeah, there's just been like larger chunks than I'd like to admit that I've just not been aware. And I've just kind of been, it's almost like I'm hiding myself from myself. Like I'm trying to like fake myself out. Like this isn't, if you can only see me like juking the mic.
We can avoid it if we just do this.
Yeah, like we don't have to actually feel through this or think about this. Like we can actually just like do this thing and that will still move, that'll still move like the piece along. And I realize like no, I just end up being the same person with the same thoughts. And not that I'm not that I'm even trying to punish myself for not constantly progressing, right? Like that's part of the progression is like you're just in the midst of life, just sometimes not thinking. And like my aspiration is to just fully be present as much as I full heartedly possibly can, because in actuality, that's where I feel the most peace. That's where I
Dude.
feel the fullest,
Mm-hmm.
even when I'm feeling shitty.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a part of me now that I'm like, oh, I'm feeling this way and I feel kind of dark and I feel kind of negative, but I'm like, oh, it feels so good to actually be able to feel anything because
Yeah.
so much of my life has been so numb.
Yes.
So there's like a gratitude for that
Hmm.
sadness and all that, even though the reality of it is that it is hard because there are times where I get worried that I'm going to fall back into like old habits and I'm going to fall back into this like negative person that I once was, which is, I can truly say like that's not the case and that's not going to happen, but that just comes with the territory of going through the old baggage that I've just constantly am trying to distract myself from. So
Yeah.
when it comes, it can come really hard. And, we were talking about this pre-pod where, it's not on your clock. And just because you want it to be on your clock doesn't mean that, you know, like I'm so used to getting over shit. I feel the sadness and then I'm like, all right, I'm over it. Now we can move on. There's nothing to cry about. Like, you need to pick yourself up and yada, yada, yada. And like at this point, I'm like, no, I think I'm so grateful that I'm in a safe place. I'm like in a safe place where I can fully break down and not feel in a rush to pick the pieces back up. Um,
And like that for me has been the hardest part. It's like knowing, distinguishing when that is or like what that looks like now, I think is probably shouldn't quote unquote be the most difficult, but feels the it's just not as clean cut as I'd like it to be, I guess. Or
yeah,
obvious. It's not as obvious as I would like it to be sometimes.
no, I
But
get
it's
it.
so everything you're saying is so true. It's like yeah.
Totally. I totally get it. And I actually wrote down this was like pertaining to like the physical body, but this also is just like, you know, one thing connected to everything. It's like recovery will take longer than you expect. You can't
You said
expect.
that in the last podcast too. That's
I
funny.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because, I have clients who come in and they have like a shoulder, any injury. And, I tell them, I'm like, just take it easy for like a couple of days and just kind of allow your body to heal. Because I think when people think of injury, they think, oh my God, like something's completely wrong. And I'm like, no, an injury could be like a little tweak that could be easily healed if you just took a week off. But that can be so hard for people. Like, I'm like, so did
Just
you?
there's so many things yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
I can't wait to riff off this because I have yeah.
yeah, please do because
I actually have a
it's
few things.
it's incredible the capacity that people have to just push through. And I think that's honored so much in society that you can just like push through things. But I'm like, the damage along the way that you end up having like years from now because you never addressed the thing that could have just been in a month, but now you're going to prolong that for years without even understanding that you're doing that. And the mind is so tricky that people will convince themselves that like this is a forever thing. Like they'll have this injury for 2 days and they're like, this is gonna be forever. And I'm like, this is an easy fix. Like you can just like take a break. But because their mind is already like, oh, I'm old. Oh, I've had this injury for years. And I'm like, there should be no reason why you're walking around with injuries for years. That's not normal. We've normalized that so much and just chalked it up to old age or, I work, whatever it is. It's just, it's not normal. And we have to like undo that.
Well, just talking about what you'll do to avoid yourself. Like I've worked in healing spaces sent for 10 years now at this point and different ones, right? And it's the truth. We doing is so glorified And not to make my, like, this is not even to like make myself feel better for how much I haven't been doing, which is, it just so happens to be like that our conversation is like the antidote, is becoming the antidote. Um, there's so much glorification that people will avoid. So, like, they'll be lazy with doing what they need to do and do more of what will make it worse.
Yes.
And then that's a normal thing. Or, yeah. So it's like, even if someone appears like they're doing, they could be spending that time rehabilitating what's important, but then that would force them to sit with themselves, which brings up the emotion. So then they would be forced to sit with themselves long enough, right? Which is where I'm at because I feel good, but it's like there's still the brain, like you said, and something that I do my best to remind myself is the brain needs repetition.
Yeah.
And that brings me back to the present conversation because in yoga, being present with yourself is so important. And from that perspective, that, and from a lot of artists, a lot of creatives, like the present is where everything happens. So if you can actually focus that deeply, and that's why meditation's so powerful for all parts of you, is because of your memory, one. But another thing is like, if you're actually present with what's happening now, you can go deep with yourself for 10 minutes and it be such a powerful healing for the rest of your day. And maybe that's just accepting that you can't go farther than this doesn't feel good today. Like, and what we're experiencing, like well, I guess I don't want to speak for you, but like my heart has been opening so much in a consistent way because I've been doing what I need to. And it looks so opposite in my life rationally, but I know everything is coming from a much more loving place now moving forward, like even more. And the heart holds judgment. So all of that judgment is being like cleansed out. All this unconscious judgment is being like cleansed out of me. And I remember that being a big topic we've been discussing for a while.
Mm.
And like we're going to have judgment, like our intuition is going to give us judgment sometimes for our instincts and prime, like, you know, for our fucking intuition, for like protection, whatever. It doesn't, and it's just, all of this is just, I think, very relevant and powerful. And because I feel like you don't have to live this way all the time, but it's like in the, if you incorporate it into your lifestyle, it just becomes like a part of you. And I feel like that, I don't know, I just think it's powerful. Everything is powerful in the present. And if you can find yourself there with your body and yourself, even just for a moment or two to start.
Yeah. And you know, like obviously we both, and I will speak for both of us, we've been practicing on trying to be aware, trying like that has been a practice for us, I think, for a while. And even I can speak for myself when I say this, like even when I was younger, I was still trying to find that and still trying to practice it in my own way, just didn't always have the accurate information,
Yeah.
um, or capacity. But it's so powerful because it's such a simple thing. Like it's such a simple thing
Yes.
to sit
Yes.
and just clear, but we have so many other things that get attached to that. Because like even me, like even when we were talking today, my boyfriend's like, yeah, maybe you meditate, and I'm like, here we go, like gotta fucking meditate. But he's right, and he's like, the thing is, you get caught up on the anticipation of things, like not being what you need, instead of just practicing the thing and then fully
Who, wait,
feeling
are you
that's
talking about me or just
talking about me and what
Alex,
Alex
him
was
saying
telling
it to
me.
you? Okay.
Yeah, and a lot of things that I don't try in life or whatever, it's like it's because of this like anticipation or fear that it's like not gonna work. Like
Rejection.
it's not gonna heal me. Like whatever it is. It's like
You
I
already just immediately go to like, why would, yeah.
which is a judgment. It's a it's a preconceived judgment that I have that I'm like, I think there's also going in a little bit of a different direction, but it's also just like me not
Can I actually ask you something? I think it's going to help.
go.
Do you feel like that's another way you avoid loving yourself is already putting up the wall, and instead of like loving, it's harder to actually try to love yourself. So I go around, yeah, so I like put a stop right away. So
Yeah.
because I need
Yeah.
to think about loving or whatever it is.
Well, I think it's a and I think this is very common that a lot of people do where it's like you want to be this special person that has these special burdens and like nothing's gonna fix it. Like
The
it does,
glorified victim.
yeah, like it keeps me from essentially loving myself, being there for myself, supporting myself, feeling safe within myself because I'm like that's like some unachievable, even though rationally I don't think that. It's almost like my body can sometimes communicate a different thing because of, past traumas, whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, but what feels good now is that I can see the traps. Like I can see, and that's like part of the awareness. That's part of like once you get out of your head and you can just be in your body and like be present for like what reality actually is in front of you. Like, where am I? What am I looking at? What am I smelling? Like, that brings you back into what the actuality is. Because, yes, there are billions of things that are happening outside of us. There's billions of stories that people are playing out day by day, every single day. And, like, right now, I don't have to be there for that. Like, I can just be here for me. And I don't have to worry about what my mom's going through or what my brother's going through or what my grandma wants from me or what my boyfriend expects of me. Like, it's the day by day, like you were saying, where you don't have to have these like huge expectations for things. You can just kind of like live moment to moment. And then that's actually what unveils the entirety of your life. Like,
Yeah, this is so interesting because it's bringing together something else that is a part of this is like the anticipation of the future of like
mm,
like in the way that you've described, but also like wanting to have some control over the future that like this is going to equal that.
yep.
If this promises that, then I'll be happy or whatever. That's something that's definitely, I was surprised at how much of that revealed through me recently. But I feel grateful to know that's not, you know, and then like too much. But yeah, it's like, r- it's like you can have some kind of expectation of things, but with something that is like with yourself, first of all, it's like a really nice place to be. I feel like that's why it's helpful to always be like, I'm grateful to have this time in my life. This is an important time in life. But also, what I'm trying to say is like the anxiety that thinking about the future too much gives, right? It's like
Yep.
finding the balance between setting goals or setting dreams or casting whatever's and actually like being honest with yourself or being in your day to day to see if that still makes sense to what you're going for, you know? And I realized when I do create that in the past, it always felt like something was missing, like even the past being the summer when I was really in this focusing on myself, like doing these guided meditations that I've told you that you know about, we mentioned on the podcast before that are helping me see and feel. But now I really do understand for myself that I need to, there's a feeling that I want to feel in life, like underlying the things that I want and the experiences I'd like to have. There's an underlying, and I always knew this, but I don't know why I didn't let myself really believe that that's like the most important thing. Like I thought the other things were equally as important, but sometimes
Mm,
like depending on your life, my history, your life, what I've experienced, like this is nervous system regulation is more important than whatever um I wanted to say a cute like a super chic word, but whatever external creation I could create for myself, there's
mm,
got to be a deep rooted feeling that I want to feel and experience here. Like I want, and that's what I've realized that I was kind of going about it backwards. Even though I'd tell people one thing or I think I was doing that, but really I realized like the way I need to or want to manifest or create in my life is like what do I want to what feelings do I want to experience more of? Because I've had so like you said like I get afraid to be trapped in a certain feeling for a while because that has been a thing and it's been masked, right? It's been
yeah.
masked so it's been like undercover-ish and so it's like even if because I'm vibing with people and I'm a harmonious person, I'm not always feeling what I'm feeling when I'm around others. I'm taking in information. I've learned to separate and learn to be less codependent, learn to be in my own energy. But I also like being swept up sometimes, right? So finding that understanding sometimes takes going to the extreme.
Yeah.
And now that we don't have to experience that as much and the extremes we can experience are different, yeah, I just think that the time we took off, I needed to understand. I've been needing to understand that I don't know, that there's just the flow that I want to have is going to feel different than the control I've been under for so long. Because I've realized like what I really want is flow. Like
Yeah.
I really want a life where I can flow in and out of spaces. And no matter what it is I'm bringing or receiving or whatever, that's what my life is. And I want nothing more than that because I feel like then I don't know, I just feel like I'll be able to be like unstoppable with creating
Yeah.
like that. And yeah, that's just all the things that you made me think of.
Yeah. It's like the openness to feel something different. Like, I think it's so scary. Like, the scary thing about change is that it feels completely different than how you operate, how you function. And I know that we like talked about this on another podcast about grieving, but you really are like relinquishing, like when you relinquish that control, it's like you're relinquishing this huge part of yourself. So you're like, for me, when that happens, there's almost like I want something else to fill it, but
Mm.
sometimes you just have to like experience what that void feels like and not think about should I be sad? Should I be happy? Should I be like what does like the middle feel like for me? Like
Or wanting like to get out of it.
to
Like
get out of it, right?
when
Like
I'm
just
like, yes, like, yeah,
and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? And you're like,
nothing.
nothing. You
And
don't have to do anything. Like this
and
is
that's
what life is. This
literally.
is just what is. And there's nothing for you to have to do. There's no correction. There's no right way. There's no wrong way.
Mhm.
And that's like, and I think so much of schooling is like, you do this to get this and you get this result. You do this. It's just like, you do and you get
That's also
like,
society too, not to like, but society.
yes, it's like, but so much of my life has been reconstructing like what actually will make me happy and what like I've told myself will make me happy. And the reality of, that expectation of like the future will be like when I get there. And I'm like, oh, well, if I don't experience right here now, like what is out there then? Uh, It's just this like made up land. And what's actually more constructive for me now is like instead of like goals are great, but instead of having the goals, I'm like, what can I do to like, what is a small, tiny thing that I do today that like creates a new goal? I'm like, I'm tired of having this like image in my head where I'm like, this is where I have to go and this is how I have to do it and this is how I'm gonna get there because time and time again, it's just proven me wrong. So it's not working. So like I have to figure out a new way. And what I feel like the universe, God, whatever, when I have conversations with God, it's like, yeah, if you just let the reins go and realize that you actually have no control, if you just like relax, everything will come to you. When you just do the things that you want to do and don't feel like you should or have to do anything, that's when things will happen because I've shown you
Preach.
that. That's like
All
the truth.
cardinal signs, listen.
Yeah, so
Capricorn, Cancer, Libra, Aries.
oh my God. Also, this is like changing subjects, but my PSA that I want to put out to people is you really it's really crucial like what you pick up. Even if it's like haha funny shit, like you really need to be again aware, but like be aware of like what people say and what you read, especially when it comes to like astrology or numerology or things that tell you about you.
Yeah, you have to decide for yourself. Don't let someone else decide for you.
You have to because
Have a conversation in your head before you say, yeah, that's me. Be like, is it?
absolutely. It's
Like,
so easy to get swept up in
mm.
like because you want to be seen and you want to like feel
Oh, so
considered
bad.
so
Bad.
bad, right?
So
But
bad.
all of the things, every time I read something about like my zodiac, my life path number, my whatever, it always tells me like how hard my life is going to be and how many people don't become successful in these signs or numbers or whatever because they can't like get out of their own way and shit like that. And I'm like, I don't want to believe that. Like,
No.
I don't want to believe that. And I'm like, why do I
No.
keep reading this?
It it
It
satisfies the suffering.
it does. And I'm like,
People
oh, I knew
connect through
it.
that, like, because, well, it's like the age, this is like, as someone who does that stuff, this is a common question. Should I not be with this sign? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, like, where is it in your chart? Let's talk about that. Like, I'm not going to give you a decision. Like, I'm going to make you think about your life
Yes.
so that you can decide if this is what you want, because if it sounds easy to let someone else decide for you, and that's why I love people who are skeptical, because like they'll get the clearest answer because they're not looking for anything. They're
Yeah.
actually looking to prove you they want to be right,
Yeah.
and
They actually know the answer
they
already,
end up
but they're
being
just
dead
like,
wrong, like completely. They get exactly what they need to hear. They're my favorites because they actually get what we're doing.
yeah.
You know, you don't go to someone, look, if you're going for validation, that's what you'll get.
Yeah.
If you're going for a decision, what you'll do is you'll get someone who tells you exactly what you do or don't want to hear. It'll be either one. And you will then decide if they're correct or not. And that is a good reader
Yeah.
when you can decide, actually, no, that's not what I want. Great. You needed to see them because you needed to decide that. Someone completely unbiased to your life is saying, oh, you need to be with this person. And you're like, actually, I don't want to be with that person. Great. You needed to experience that in order to understand. But if you're always going to someone looking for them to say, oh, I want to know, I want you to see something I don't understand and clarify it for me. That's why I'm coming. I'm not coming to you to validate my psychosis. Like,
Yeah. Mm.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times I
Oh,
probably have done that, but like now
yeah.
I like, that's why I was so skeptical, because like it's important to be able to be, it's nuanced. Like,
Yeah.
your chart is you and that's not anybody else. So like when you're talking general, there's so much that's up for discussion.
Yeah. And
Unless,
when
I don't
go
know,
on.
unless someone's truly like, I don't know. Unless, yeah, anyway, what were you going to say?
I was gonna say, especially when there's nobody on the other end. So you're just like picking up this information from like this random
Algorithm. Yeah. I
astrology.com,
don't know if your
whatever.
AI should,
Don't
yeah.
know who's writing this, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna believe like you can't believe everything, even if it's written in a book, even if it's been taught for years. It's like you have to always have this critical thinking where you want to like dive deeper. At least I shouldn't say this to everybody, but I'm like, for me,
Mhm.
I'm skeptic of everything. Like even my own self, even my own
She's a
emotions, I'm
Capricorn.
skeptical.
They're like, we know, we know.
I
My
am.
bro Okay, you were there. My brother last night, our exact dynamic. He comes to me like we come to each other for help, and he'll take it when but then there will be times where I'll say something and he just doesn't take my word, and then and I'm like, I said that to you, like, okay. It just can't come from me. Like his little Libra
I
sister
mean,
can't be that fucking smart. No, it's not allowed. And then every time I get to see his face, like, I'm like, okay. And then I tell him, I was like, yep, and this is our dynamic. And he just started laughing because, like, yeah, just like,
no, that's me. That's me with Alex all the time. He always tells me, and then like even to the smallest detail. This will just be a quick
I'm
story
just trying to fucking help you.
where
You're asking for it. I can help. I'm just trying to give you what you asked for.
I had somebody come to like pick up a washer and dryer, and I just get so anxious with time sometimes, and he's just like cool as a cucumber. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
And I had to like let them in the gate. So like we're far in the back. So I'm like, I have to pull up and make sure that I'm there. And he was like, well, they're not going to be here for a little bit. So just like, you can just wait. Like when they call you, then you can like go up. And I'm like, no, 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 because I don't want them. I'm like having this whole thing. So I like go up to the front and I'm literally waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And I was like, they should have been here because it's 3 o'clock. And if it was me, I would have been here at like 2:55. And I'm like, but he's like, he's just, I feel like he's so much more on a wavelength of like how other people operate. Like he
Yeah, you
doesn't have
can't
this
expect
thing.
that out of other people.
Yeah, he doesn't have this thing in his head where he's like, he expects other people to be like him. He actually expects way less out of people than I do. Like way, like below. Like he's actually surprised when people do
What they say
show
they're
up
gonna
like they
do.
should show up, quote unquote should show up. But,
Yeah.
so I was like waiting there for like 15 minutes and I like texted him. I was like, you were right. I should have just waited with you. Cause like now we're both in separate places alone, just fucking waiting for these people. And that didn't have to be the case. Just a short story. But like, yeah, he's
No,
like
it's
the
okay. You're
one.
telling me a story about me and my boyfriend, and you're him, and I'm Alex.
And I was just like, yeah, you
I'm
were
like, what can
right.
I get
But
done
you're
in the
no.
2 minutes? And I know they're gonna be here. And what can I get done in 2 minutes? It's funny.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's so true. And honestly, it really does like round out that presence and the importance of presence.
Yeah, not
Honest.
being swept up by, I don't know, your brain. It's usually your
Yeah,
brain.
like yeah, give the brain more space. Well, because I think you're talking about online and like listening to people. I think the thing is like, I think what rounds it out is like the feeling and giving yourself space from feeling because
Mm,
when someone really hits my emotions is when I take it seriously. If someone affects me emotionally, that's how I know that I needed to hear something. So if you're just trying to get a hit, it's way more obvious when you're trying to get a hit than when someone's truly speaking to you. And I hope that's a good clarifier for some people who are like us or me out there when you know you're meant to listen to something rather than just get a hit or a validation or I just want to swipe or whatever it is that we're so accustomed to.
addiction.
Um yeah, the body, yeah, they do want us to be addicted, of course. And it worked. So, whatever.
Well, like you could be addicted to
Everything
like
else.
suffering in general, just like the
Oh,
addiction that
yes.
you're,
And then get
it's the
validated
hit.
all throughout your algorithm. Yeah. Even in your fucking
Yeah.
even go as far as the comments. They crazy. Um
Them
For real, they
comments
do.
are crazy.
They do. They do
I
that.
love the
They do.
comments.
Like,
I know. I'm there for the tea. I'm always like,
but some of them, yeah, it's like, it's
what
a
are we
pretty good
saying?
show. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is
Yes.
better than TV. Like, y'all are like,
I'm
whoa.
like, what is the like psyche of everybody right now? Like, you know what's so interesting
Yeah,
too?
let's talk about it.
It's like a
It's what I've
social
been
experiment
waiting
for
for
me.
because all of it is the psyche. What you're saying is like, you're telling people to protect their psyches.
Yeah, it's
Because
yes, it's
hypnotic state,
exactly.
you're in a hypnotic state when you're like watching something or in something. Like, that's just going in. You don't get to decide. Your subconscious just like grabs it. You have
Yes. You
no
don't
control, baby.
realize how
None.
susceptible you are to these
You
things.
are not
Even
superhuman,
the
bro.
all even the all powerful, right? Even the people who fucking meditate all the time, like can be easily influenced by things that are
Cults.
yeah, even things that are not telling you to do something. It's just
Yeah.
like even basic opinions. I go into like chats and like comments and I'm just reading and it's so interesting to me like how many people just repeat themselves. And I'm just like this is so funny how if one person is on a certain wave, it tends that you see the collective kind of just like wave in that same way, and then you'll see like one person with like a
Well,
counter on
that's
that
actually
perspective.
David Hawking's like calibrated consciousness. If you want to get into it, it's muscle
Mhm.
testing. He wrote plenty of books and they're pretty brilliant. I love stuff like that. Super heady for some people, but I enjoy learning that stuff. And I actually had to for coaching school read it. And it is like a balance. Like what he found was there's so many negative people to that one positive light, right?
Yeah.
Why it's like I enter a space where there's a lot of positive lights. My positive light is going to affect them and theirs is going to affect me. And just like, that's basically what we've been talking about all day, but not with those words. Is like
Yeah.
the the balance to like 1,000 people is like one person or
Yeah.
thousands of people is like one. And like think of our upbringings and that's an obvious thing, but it doesn't mean it doesn't affect change.
Yeah.
That's why the darkness can be so dark. And I know it's a cliche, but it's the cliche is actually he actually calibrated it is like, you know, there's all these emotions and the calibrations of them. Apathy is extremely low on the list, but
Mm.
what happens before you get to anger, you have to go through pride. And then you have to go through courage. You have to be courageous enough to let go of your pride, get to anger where it all is. And then I don't know exactly what's above anger, but that was the sequence that like stuck with me the most. But then love is on such a high level, which is why like the Christ consciousness is so like aware because he's the love consciousness. So that's why it's like such an extreme. That's why it's like the psyche, you're asking about the psyche of the humans. It's so extreme right now because you really do have to consciously choose not to take shit in.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about last night in a way, marketing's everywhere. Like you're
Oh.
literally being marketed to all the
Yeah.
time. You don't need me to preach to you. I'm not going to keep going on that, people, but like
Yeah.
if you actually do take that seriously enough, right? You'll want to give yourself space. You'll want to give yourself like wholesome shit. You'll want to I don't know, like for me it is wholesome, like good times, great laughs,
Yeah.
maybe a dance or a song, right? Like things we love to do. And I don't know. Yeah,
And
that's why I
listen,
think that's why I take it seriously too. Like, yeah.
yeah, because like all things that are trying to gain attention aren't necessarily evil, right? There are good people out there trying to
Yeah.
get the attention of good people. And it's just interesting to see like how quickly your mind wants that like validation and like wants that hit and like wants to be like proven right or wrong or whatever it wants. It's like we actively go searching in these forums and lists and like social settings of social media for like information about our own lives, which I think is so crazy because it's so far removed from you. Like you've never met these people. I mean, maybe you have, but like for the most part, you're just letting a bunch of strangers come into your brain, like hit
No,
after.
but like, can we emphasize that?
Well, it's
No, like seriously, repeat that. That was like such an important point.
yeah, letting strangers into your brain
Yeah.
constantly,
It's
again and
but
again and
and
again.
not to be like But it's like having one night stands over and over. You know what I mean? It's
No,
like
it is.
you could be into that, but like imagine what that does on the body. Like there is research on that too.
Well,
Like
it's so
does a lot
interesting
to the yeah.
that you say that because I was watching Couples Therapy, the Showtime show that I was telling you
Fantastic.
that
Yeah.
you've seen the
I've
clips
seen
of.
clip. Yeah, the clips.
Yeah.
Which are
With Dr. Orna,
amazing.
which is absolutely amazing. It's literally helped me. It was couples therapy for me. Like just seeing how couples have operated or whatever and relating it back to me. But I forgot where I was gonna go with that. Into couples therapy. I don't remember. I lost my train of thought.
No.
I know.
Well, like what you put into your psyche, making
Mm,
decisions,
I don't know. It's gone.
consciously choosing
I don't know. It's okay. It'll come back if I need it.
your psyche.
I mean, but I can just end it with like that. What a great fucking show that was.
Yeah, we could just end it with like, no, that's a great show. Well, because it's like,
People, you should watch it because it really is a great way to see
yeah,
what someone who really like wants to help you and like understands both parties like
not to be right. You're talking about being right or wrong or whatever,
yeah.
marketing, all that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The marketing of even that. Like they sold me quickly. I was like, "Oh, I'm like feeling some way about my relationship or whatever it is. Like I'm just in a mood that day and I'm like, let me just watch this shit to get validated." I'm like, let me get validated that I'm being wrong. And what was so beautiful about that show was that it showed me the ways at how vulnerable men are and how like as women, like
Mm.
because we are more outwardly vulnerable, like how we can perceive everything as narcissism or an attack on us, or like we can just get lost in our own like lacking. And it goes
And
both
that's
ways.
a point you were making.
It's like we get lost in our own lacking that we just like push so much onto other people so that we don't have to deal with ourselves. And it's so much easier in relationships to do that. And I did
Yes.
that for a long time. It's going on. I think I've been saying we've been in an 8-year relationship together, but I think it's just getting to 8 years, but whatever. It's just been a long time we've been
Still a long
together with
time. For
crucial
your age, it is.
evolutions.
It's a long time.
Yes, crucial
For our
evolutions.
for our generation, for your age, it's a long time.
Yeah, like
It's not unheard of,
25.
but
Right,
it's
like
not as common anymore.
24 to I'm gonna be
Yeah.
33 in January. Like it's been a time, and I don't know, it's so much to say about like just making choices. Like you can choose to see something one way and want to be right and like be stuck in that, or you can choose to have understanding for yourself and the other person, even if you guys don't align. Oh, this is what I was going to talk about. Yay.
Yay.
Because you were talking about like polyamory kind of just like or just like being with different people, how that
Oh
can
yeah, the
like
one night
affect you,
stands.
like yeah, one night stands, like feeling, and it made me think of polyamory where I'm like, I know that I could never work in that sense because it takes so much of my own capacity to be with one person
Hmm.
and the complexities of one person. I'm like, I cannot imagine the struggles of having more than one person with you like intimately. It's like it just brings on so much stress in my mind. Like, and people have evolved in different ways, right? Like I also think to myself, I'm like, how can I grow in ways to understand like how people can navigate that? Because like that must be such a hard thing to do. Like trying to make two people like work with you on like this intimate, deep level. Cause like let's be honest, like your partners are going to be the people who see you the deepest and who are going to connect with you the deepest. Like you can have very deep friendships, but it's like that person that's with you day in and day out that sees you when you're like farting and pooping, like that, those are the people that, um, I don't know, have like just like a more effect on you, I guess. It's just, I don't know, I'm rambling about that, but that's what I was thinking
No,
about, like, the effect that
it's
other people can have on you and how,
yeah.
like, bringing it back to, like, when you were talking about earlier being exclusive, like, I have to be so exclusive with myself. I cannot allow certain people and certain ideas and certain, like, movies and certain, like, things into my life because, like, I know how susceptible I am, and that's just, like, a truth. Like, I think a part of the awareness is, like, understanding some of the weaknesses that you do have, and I'm like, yeah, marketing really gets to me, so, like, I don't do a lot of I can't do a lot of online shopping. They're gonna sell
I
me.
can't either.
They're
There,
gonna
yeah.
sell me. I return
Well,
things so much.
if it's not like gonna better my, if I can't, I don't know, if it's gonna make me feel like I can't have, like, if it's gonna bring something negative on in a way where I don't need to go down, I just won't. I'm the same. I don't think about it. I'm the same way. I think
Yeah.
I've been more decisive about certain things, even if I can or can't have it right now. It's just more, I think, how you want to spend your time and your
Yes.
energy. And I think I feel like what you're saying is I'm the same way. I've learned that I can't just give my energy and my depth to anyone because I am a lot and I don't think I could. And not in a bad way. I've really just learned to accept like I have a full range of humanness inside of me and around me and what I've experienced that like but like you said, like polyamory is a choice. Like that's a choice that they decide that that's how they want to evolve. Do I think it is better or worse? No, it's just like
Yeah.
that's what you're just choosing in this. Like you feel like that's something that you want, need, whatever, and
Have the capacity for.
have whatever, yeah, the capacity for whatever it is,
Yeah.
whatever it is. Because I couldn't, I too couldn't. I think I imagined. I think when I was younger, I could have maybe imagined that for myself, but
Mm.
I th- that quickly changed when I realize like I think I'm still learning to be, not that I have to be like you, but learn to be more exclusive with myself like we were talking about earlier. I didn't, and it's the tricky thing,
Yeah.
right? Why is that so important, and a boundary that keeps coming up, or in a need that keeps coming up, or a desire, whatever, is the validation or the being accessible, what that has given, even if it's taken more, there it's still given whatever hit, whatever
Mhm.
thing that I wanted. And learning to be exclusive makes it there's clarity. And for some people, they don't need that clarity because it hasn't affected them. But for me, it seeps
Yes.
into every area of my life. Like
Yes.
there's certain ways I cannot operate because I won't be whoever I'm trying to be.
Yes.
And that's why I can like look at other people and be like, that's so cool that you can operate that way because
Yeah, I
I
can.
just can't. Like we're different. And I think that's cool, but I think
Yes.
some people take that as judgment. It's like I think it's interesting. Like I just couldn't like, and that's where I think that's where I want to conversate from, like what that's like. Like, yeah. I just think it's what I don't know. I'm just kind of saying the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just in agreement that it's you just have to make the choices that you feel are right for you. That like if you and I'm someone who wants to live and breathe optimally, I guess. That's like a goal of mine. That's just like how I want to live my life. I'm like I want to be able to experience almost I don't know if comfort is the right word, but it's just like I want to have a certain, I guess, like baseline feeling. And I just know that there's certain things, and that's just like right now. Like I would
Yeah.
love to aspire to be like I'm out here, baby, talking to this one and that one, and like, but I just feel like
Really?
I'm not,
Yeah.
yeah, I just feel like
Cool.
I'm not, I just don't have the capacity.
Yeah. Well, that will come with like I think the more that we evolve to with whatever we're doing, we will just like being flirty will just be it's like a part of our nature. And I think we're learning. I don't know about you, but I've always been kind of like that. And I haven't been for the past few years unless I feel like I'll Because I don't know, there's just something powerful I've realized like about I have to be careful. Like I've learned I was like way too
Oh,
protective of it because
yeah.
like I don't realize how serious people that I don't even find attractive take my flirtatious charm. And I realized like, oh, that's like a I think lately, I haven't thought of it like this way before, but lately, the more I think about us and our future a lot, I think about our future so
I
much. Or it
love
just
it.
comes to mind. It's not even like I'm thinking, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, this. It's just what makes me happy too.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, like our vibration is like so powerful, especially when we're like just, even when we were just like chatting the other day at work, I was like, this is so powerful. Like, I don't realize like the power this is. And I think that's what I'm learning to understand so that it could be like, so that also my boyfriend understands like where it's coming from, but
Totally.
it's for relationships and connections and things that, being able to give that energy, right? That's how, yeah. And I don't realize that I I get things from that and I'm not trying to, and then it gets me in messes and
Mm.
I'm not, you know what I mean? So
Oh,
that's what
girl,
I'm
I
trying to
know.
stay. I'm just like
Girl,
what I'm
I
trying to stay
know.
away from. I'm like, calm down, like calm down, like calm down.
Like I'm constantly there is I don't know if we talked about this before, but when I when I look into somebody's eyes, right? There's like an immediate
No.
there can be an immediate deepness and immediately my body feels it viscerally and I'm like, "Whoo, you need to like calm it down, girl. You need to
You
calm
just
it
know
down."
some, like you just
Because
know.
I'm like, "I don't even want this. This is not what I want, but I can't control
And they're
it."
like, I'm in love with you.
Uh, I'm like, "What is
And that's why they're like,
what
why
the
does she
daddy
hate me?
issues?"
No. Why does everything?
I'm like, I don't even know. You haven't even said a word to me, and I'm just like, I'm like, oh no.
And you're like, I'm not gay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm like, yeah, no, this is not. But you can't. You.
It's
It's
just so
literally just
funny. It's so
being
funny.
being a human. Like you're gonna feel
Yeah.
feelings. You're gonna feel, and it's
Yeah.
like people think attraction means sexual attraction, and it's like, no, 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 no,
Mm-mm.
no. There's just when you're on a certain vibration and you connect on that chord with somebody else that you're not expecting, it's a jolt to my system because I'm like, oh, surprise, I see you, you see me, and I think I can tell that you see me seeing you, and
It's that part. And I
it's
was gonna
like
say
it,
this earlier.
yeah, it feels. I'm like, oh my god, they know,
That's
like they see my secrets. Like that's what it feels like. I'm like, there's a part of me that just got outed, and now I have to like actively work on like not having that come up too much because I don't want to put out this certain thing that I'm like trying not to put out because something Alex would tell me, he's like you don't notice how many people see you because you're just like prancing around or whatever. I don't think that I don't, and this is again a negative thing probably for me, but like I'm me, right? So like I don't think I'm that attractive. I don't think that I give off all this energy. Like I don't think anything. I'm just like I'm me. I'm just me be me. Just a girl. And Alex is like you don't see the amount of people that stare at you or like when people are talking to you, you don't see the way that they're coming off. And I'm like, yeah, I don't. The only time that I see that is if like that energy comes from me and I connect on that level. But like I really don't notice it when other people, but now I think now I'm starting to, and that it makes me feel weird because I'm like, oh, I don't want this.
yeah, it's
Because I'm in a relationship and I respect him so much and I love him and I'm like,
yeah.
I don't want
Well,
to,
just with anyone.
yeah,
Because it's like just like you could just be that way with life and not take it so serious. And
yes. And I'm
I think
trying to,
that's
like, I
good.
hope
That's
that
what I
can be
think
with
is
him.
beautiful about you. And I think that, but he's right. There's like, and not right. He's just showing you something you don't necessarily see in that. I feel both of what you're saying. I felt
Yeah.
mostly of what you're saying. And I think the more that I acknowledge myself now, I acknowledge the way I'm formed and the way I'm shaped and I think like the more that I think I've had more of healing and shadow in this area and have been connected outwardly to more people because of the jobs that I've chosen in my life.
Mm.
So I'm extremely and hyper aware of that also because I've had so much mean girl energy throughout my entire life.
Mm.
Um including still working through and trying to like just let go of how I've been people don't know even realize how they're looking at you
Yeah.
but they're just clocking you because that's what women do and they don't realize it. Even if they're not that kind of girl, if someone threatens them, they're just going to do it. I have been in the presence of that so many times that I've had to acknowledge who I am. I think the same way you do, but there will be moments where I have to be checked from those just to show how I'm showing up and to be like, listen, I'm not here to compete with any of you, but I'm going to reassure my stance and I'm not going to change just because this person feels their feelings are showing up on their face. Like, it doesn't mean that I have to be different. It doesn't mean anything else. It just means I'm aware of this person and how far I can go with them. Like, I'm not trying to change this person. But we're not going to be close. You know, that you're just showing me where you're at on a
At.
subconscious level.
Yes.
And we can't be more than this. If you can't like really look me in the eyes, like you said, I can't, if there's no connection there,
Yeah.
which is funny because so now we work together and I don't want to go too far, but like both of your bosses have like given me, I felt like they were like checking me at one point just with eye contact, but they like deadly stared in my eyes at one point and I was like, I got you, girl.
We're here,
I'm
baby,
not afraid.
together.
You guys are amazing. I'm just here trying to do a job. But it's just like, it's not even intentional. It's just the thing that we do as humans. And as someone who's just so aware and has been just so, and can read so quickly without even trying to. And I trust that more now than ever because I've been so validated and reinsured that
Mm.
it's just like, it's good to be aware of, but it's also like, it's good to be aware because when you're in the presence of people who you can feel freedom with, there's just you're not trying to fight through anything. There's no pressure. You really can just exist and be your beautiful self in a way where you don't have to feel like someone's going to attack your nature.
Yeah.
And like, you just want to be prancing and without feeling like Bambi, like being hunted, right?
Mm.
You're not being hunted. I know that sounds crazy, but
No, but
girl,
it's
like, it's the
true.
truth. Like,
It's
I'm
true.
not
People are.
trying to steal your man. I'm not trying to do anything. Like, I just look this way. It's not my fault I am formed this way. I have no work done. This is just me, period.
You tell them.
And I just,
Yeah. I just
okay.
exist.
I'm
I
just
just.
ruled by Venus. Okay. Leave me alone. Like, my ass just looks this way. Okay.
And I'm just
I'm just
Spanish.
kidding. I'm being extra at
No,
this
I know, I know,
point. Neither does my
I know.
genetics. But no, it's just like the whole beauty. Like, this is like a perfect, well rounded beauty conversation of like what really
Mm.
the depths of beauty.
I know. Starting and ending on a beautiful perspective. Beauty is needed, and it
It's
should
important.
be. It should be. Excuse me. It should just be respected, I feel. I think people see beautiful people and they just like there was just like this whole thing. I won't go too deep into it because
When you look at
we
yourself, I'm
should
just
round it
kidding.
out. But like talking about like models and how people like don't take them seriously, but they do such a serious job. Like I know people don't want to give them credit because they're like beautiful and they think that that's easy. And it's like that
The way you get
being
treated,
beautiful
though.
comes with so many stipulations that were uncalled for,
Preach
didn't
the
ask
Libra
for.
choir.
It's like
Preach.
you're just trying to you just have the talents. Like you have natural born given assets and you're criticized for them and you're you're just
From putting yourself out there.
yeah, it's almost like and people almost feel like an entitlement to
For being
you
yourself.
because you're just like
Yeah.
pretty and happy and like whatever. And that's why I am a believer of I want to be a kind girl, but I don't want to be a nice girl. I want to be kind. I don't want to be a
Yes.
nicey nice.
That's
Like
the perfect way to describe it.
so many clients of mine now, especially males, I will say it, like specifically
Yeah, you see a
males,
lot of males, yeah.
they get a different side of me because I'm like, I have to make sure that I put boundaries up because I'm just a girl. I'm just happy, cute, I'm just chilling, but some people can read that wrong. And I'm like, oh, I gotta shut this down quick because of danger, right? I
Yes.
just
Yeah.
think danger.
That is dangerous. Yes.
So, there's just like a balance of like how free I can be and also like understanding, just the norms of society and like what, you know, we're all just creatures and people actually like to hunt for sport. So there are people out there that are just like, that's
In the
their sport.
comments, like you
You're just out to fucking slit throats out here. And I'm like,
you just did a whole Libra monologue. I swear to fucking God.
I'm channeling
I was
through
just
you.
like,
Like snap.
no, but like you just described it
Yeah.
perfectly. Yeah. Yeah. Because honestly, I learned that most models are Libras, a lot of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there are many, many Libra models. I mean, my
Sorry, not
boyfriend is so
sorry.
pretty. I like sometimes I just like I stand back and look at him and he's like his body is so chiseled without even doing anything and I'm just like, wow, I'm just in awe of him sometimes. Just to end it on my beautiful Libra boyfriend, like I'm just like, whew. Yeah, so he's lucky he has me to protect him from all these bitches out here. JK.
And vice versa. I
No,
love how you just
JK, he
like
never
don't
leaves the
put
house,
yourself in
so
this equation, though.
there's no there's no one except one time he told me he's just like because he used to like do Amazon deliveries and stuff and he'd be like, yeah, there'd be like women that like try to flirt with me
Oh yeah,
and
delivery man?
I'm like,
Girl.
nah, bitch. You give me the
Girl.
mattresses.
A lot of them are
I'll
attractive. It's
cap that up.
crazy. My dad did that.
I mean, but
Did
it's
that.
like such a uh old school porno thing where the delivery man shows up. Like it's such a
But
classic.
there are a lot of hot like I've seen like I'm not
Well,
saying like
he was lifting like
but
very
like
heavy
I can't
packages.
because like literally my dad I'm like
I mean,
I'm not going that far.
absolutely. Absolutely. I totally understand that.
But like I'm just like wow, true.
Yeah.
Like
Oh
all throughout my life, like every job I've
my
like
God, now that I'm
not
thinking
every
about
job,
it.
but there's a particular jobs where I'm like, wow, that guy is.
Well, they're picking up heavy packages all fucking day long. Well,
But I mean, their
most.
faces, not just their bodies.
Yeah. No, true.
I'm shallow. In this area, I have to be attracted to your face, but I guess like
Yeah.
attraction's different. I guess I'm not shallow. I like to be attracted to someone's face.
Well, I noticed that attraction also starts with like even if
Energy.
I'm not physically attracted to you at first, and obviously this hasn't happened in a long time, but like not attracted to you first, like if we connect on like an emotional level, you become
Attractive.
attractive.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you look like. Yeah.
Yeah, like you become hotter to me.
Yeah.
But Alex was I was attracted to him off rip, even though I thought
Good.
he was kind of small. It's like that's like my opening line to him. I'm like, yeah, you kind of have to like beef up. You're working in a gym, so. And he's like, I'm 6% body fat, bitch. And he just like lifts up his shirt. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Thanks, man.
Okay, sir.
That's
Now
cute.
I'm just like sitting here. I'm just like thinking about him. Let's wrap it up.
Aw. Yeah, let's wrap it up. Wrap it up. My boyfriend's cute too. We love him.
Like he said, we love him.
And Devin. No, I was kidding.
Devin, your eyebrows are popping. Beautiful
He has the
eyebrows.
best eyebrows. His face, though. I like that face. Cancer rising, baby. Yes. Protect your pretty.
Yeah, at all costs,
Protect your
guys.
pretty.
And
Like
know that you are
whatever you
beautiful.
think is pretty. Yeah, and like yeah, I was just gonna say like allow yourself to be beautiful. Like let yourself wear or feel and do whatever it is that makes you feel beautiful.
Oh my
Period.
God, our next podcast, I have so many things I want to talk about in our next one about movement and stuff. I don't want to get into it right now because we're at an hour.
No, no, I
Um,
think we had a great, yeah, we're pretty over. I have to pee real bad. Thank you for being here in the sacred ass bubble, the bubble,
Sacred bubble.
this bubble.
All right. Well, it's when are we gonna put out another one? I don't know. Aren't we supposed to do that? Be like, next. Stay tuned for next.
Stay tuned. Yeah,
Whatever.
we're gonna be more consistent, less like, emergencies, sicknesses come up a couple weeks, right? We'll be more
Yeah.
consistent now.
I don't
Well,
know. We'll figure it out.
I needed a break from everything. So I'm
Girl.
back
Same.
and
Same, same. All right.
I'm
We're
ready
back.
to, we're back.
Better than ever.
Love you.
Love you too.
Thanks for being here.
Bye.
Bye.